This is your boy Brandon Loves Sports TV. Give y'all a minute to come in this morning. I was thinking about something. Give y'all just a second to come in. Hope everybody's having a good morning. I'm up a little earlier this today. I don't know if I've ever gone live this early. Who knows? I've been on here for 3 years, probably have. But let's talk. Let's cook for a minute about the things that's necessary to talk about. And I was listening to the homie Ticket TV's video this morning, and I was thinking about how he was talking about how the NBA is obsessed with LeBron James era, and they're still talking about this clown, and are just I don't understand what the obsession has been about this guy, because to me, I've said it many times before. Was he great in his time? Yes, but when you look at the all-time greats, when we're talking about top 10, top 5, top 2, top 3, he's scraping the bottom of the barrel. He's not in that league. And there are several reasons why I feel that way, but one of the main reasons is, what's going on, Louise? I see you in the building, homie. One of the main reasons is that LeBron James, and I've said this before, never dominated any era in basketball. You got to think about it because to me, because y'all, like y'all say, it's funny how you LeBron James stands, you all change the narrative when it comes to certain things. When we start talking, criticizing his game and his lack of accomplishments, then y'all say, well, basketball is a team sport. You know what I'm saying? But then when you look at the full specter of even just him on the court, when I'm judging him as an individual player, and I'm talking about his shortcomings, then y'all jump defensive too. So which one is it? Is it a team sport? Is it an individual sport? But you start looking at, yes, LeBron James scored a lot of points. Of course, he played for 100 years. And, does he know how to score the basketball? Yes. He was very gifted with athleticism and strength and muscle and stuff like that. We can power over people. And half his career, he should have been called for offensive fouls with all of the charging he's done over the years and all the traveling he's done. But that's a whole nother video there. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to the come down, LeBron James was getting dog walked during his era. Now, what made Michael Jordan so great? What made a lot of the greats what they were was because the Kobe and Shaq Lakers dominated their era because they won a lot of championships, in a short period of time. The Golden State Warriors won what, three, four championships in a matter of 5, 6 years. That's what dominate your era means. The Showtime Lakers. That's what dominating an era means. And a lot of you nitwits, y'all have no common sense, don't understand the game of basketball, and you want to create this narrative that somehow LeBron James dominated an era. He's a dominant player. You know what I'm saying? Y'all what it is. I'm gonna tell you the truth. A lot of y'all just don't know no better. That's why y'all are really as ignorant as you are, because y'all watch way too much TV. You spend too much time watching ESPN, listening to all these liars and all these pundits that do whatever LeBron James tells them to do, and Clutch Sports, because they want a piece of the pie. They want a little bit of that payoff from Clutch Sports. We all know that LeBron James has got his guys in the media, and I don't even need to go through all of them. Kendrick Perkins being the biggest stand there is until his check bounces. You know, but it's that's just kind of been the narrative. And that's the biggest lie ever told in sports, is that LeBron James dominated his era. No, he did not dominate his era. In fact, he's been dominated. Think about how many times he lost. I'm not even talking about now. I know he's old as Methuselah now. I mean, he's delusional, and a lot of y'all are too, because y'all still think he's relevant. But let's go back to his era when he played, when he was in his quote unquote prime, when he was getting his butt handed to him by the San Antonio Spurs and the Golden State Warriors. So y'all don't want to talk about that. This man, if he, listen, let me tell you something. If a man truly dominated an era, like y'all claim, and he's on the most, which should have been the most dominant team in the history of the NBA, because you stacked your team and built a super team, and you couldn't win but 2 out of 4, right? Not one, not two, not three. Your fake king is one said that, not me. Not four, not five, not 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Who said that? Your fake king. He's the one said all that. And they won two times. I'll give them they did win back to backs. But you still lost 2 out of 4, and you got dog walked against the San Antonio Spurs in 5 games with the super team. So man, y'all, man, I'm telling you. Then you go back to Cleveland because you got tired of getting your butt whooped in Miami. Pat Riley still don't like that dude to this day. Oh, what's going on, Youngstown? Okay, cool, man. One of my good friends. He's since passed on. My boy LeBron Rainey, man. He's from Youngstown, Ohio, man. Good dude, man. I miss him all the time, man. Every time I think of Youngstown, I think of him. But he was a big time LeBron James fan. And if you come in here, because you from Ohio, don't come in here with no LeBron James fanboy stuff in here. But went on back to Cleveland because he got tired of getting beat. You know, he's a coward. That pretty much shows you. I think I told you he's a yellowback, jellyback coward. So, he goes back and, I'm coming home. Gets beat the first year again. You ever notice when LeBron James go to a super team, he can't never win the first year. Then they go trade half the team just so he can win. Year 2, he cheated to win that series. Had to get a guy kicked off the team. 2 major injuries on the team because Andre Iguodala was not 100%. You can say what Andre Iguodala wasn't 100%. You know it as well as I know it. Andrew Bogut missed, I think, one of the games in the game 7. I think he missed that game. He didn't play in that game. You know what I'm saying? Draymond Green had a good offensive game that game. I think he scored 30 in game 7. But he didn't play because LeBron James got him kicked out got him suspended. So, I mean, yes, the Cleveland Cavaliers won. Narrative-wise, yes, for LeBron's legacy, he went back home and brought a championship back. But you got to look at the wholesale. A lot of y'all, y'all watch too much ESPN, like I told y'all. But you don't really look at what needs to be looked at. If you're gonna tell a story, tell the entire story. That's one thing I will say about Stephen A. Snitch. I don't like him. But he does tell it. Well, at least when it comes to that, he tells the truth. Because whenever Stephen A. Smith talks about that championship, he goes into detail. I like Uncommon Sense. Uncommon Sense that comes on here. Y'all go subscribe to Uncommon Sense. Because Uncommon Sense, when he talks about that 2016 championship, he talks about it the way I do. Because I tell you the truth, and y'all call me a hater when I just tell the whole truth of how they won it. It wasn't, LeBron James had to cheat to win that championship. So, I mean, he came back from 3-1, but how did he, though? So, y'all don't want to talk about that. Yes, y'all, please double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. Let's give him some more likes. I need about 7 more likes right now. But everybody that will, yes, thank you. Thank you so much. If somebody would be so kind as to put my cash app in the comment section. That's $BrandonSpankennu. Yeah, man. So LeBron James, he never dominated any era. He never did. Was his play on the court at one time somewhat dominant, the way he could, power over people? But like I said, half those times he committed offensive fouls and traveled and all that stuff. And the referees let him get away with murder on the basketball court. Just because the NBA was trying to find a way to replace Michael Jordan and Kobe, they couldn't find anybody else on that level. So they had to make LeBron James. They had to create this guy, push him, and he was still too much of a chicken coward to even do that. All that pushing, all of that, the NBA setting him up, getting players on his team, and he still couldn't close the deal because he ain't got it in him. So you can't teach heart. Talent, yes, but not heart. You know what I'm saying? I could learn all the fundamentals of the game and could play basketball, could dribble better than everybody on the court, make passes, to be passing the ball like Pete Maravich and Magic Johnson and all that stuff, hitting threes like Curry. But at the end of the day, somebody still got to step up and close the game. LeBron James has always been anything but a closer. And he always defers to his teammates because he don't have the heart to go out there and actually get it done and win the game. So y'all know what I. Guys that really watch the game of basketball, that really study it, they know I'm telling the truth. Love sacrifices numbers. Yeah, Kevin Love. Yeah. So LeBron can stat pad his assists. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Hold the ball and force and Love to stand in the corner. That's what he does. See that third person in a LeBron James big three. That's all they do. They could come off the team, come from another team averaging 25 points, go play with LeBron James and average like 16 because they have to stand in the corner. Man, I'm saying he destroyed Chris Bosh's numbers, man. Destroyed him, man. LeBron's selfish, man. Well, they sacrificing LeBron as the best player. Who told you LeBron James is the best player on that team? Hmm? Who told you that? The media? Man, you better miss me with that, man. Man, I'm telling LeBron James' whole career is a hype job, man. Kevin Love in Minnesota was putting up, of course. Man, he's averaging like 25. He hit 30 a lot of nights. He was bigger, stronger. You know what I'm saying? And he sacrificed to go win. And then LeBron James won a championship. And then guess who got all the credit? You know what I'm saying? That's Kyrie got tired of that dude, man. I'm glad he left. See, a lot of y'all was mad at Kyrie. But now when you seeing this little narcissist the way you see him now you see that Kyrie was right all the time, all that time, man. Man, nobody wants to be on the team with no clown like LeBron James, man. Taking all the stats, trying to get all the glory and everything. And when they win a championship, I'm just a kid from Akron, man. If you don't go somewhere, sit down with that mess. What's up, Chip Ferguson in the building. I see you, big dog. Be sure to donate to the Cash App, Super Chat. The Cash App is $BRANDONSPANKENNU. He said Love went from 24 and 12 to 16 and 9. Actually, I thought it was worse than that. Oh yeah, of course, man. Kobe, yeah, Kobe, he's a ball hog when it comes down to closing the game because he's trying to win. See, Kobe would ball hog he had good reason to be that way because he was trying to win the game. LeBron James ball hogging because he wants stats. You know, the little stat pattern. The dude is a fraud, man. Man, LeBron James wasn't trying to win no, man. That dude, man, he ain't got it in him, dude. How many times I got to tell y'all, that dude's like the Tin Man in the Wizard of Oz. He don't have no heart, man. He's a joke. And his whole career has been about taking all the credit when the team does well. But then when they're not doing well, then you want to pass the buck off on somebody else and let them get blamed. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all, you LeBron James fanboys, are still blaming Kyle Korver for that loss against the Golden State Warriors. Well, let's look at that. LeBron James was on a 2-on-1 break. He has no problem powering over everybody. So the thing is, LeBron James can power over everybody, get dunks and all that all through the game. But then when it come down to the come down, then he can't get the job done. Then when he passed up an opportunity. Instead of taking the easier shot, he wanted to kick the ball out to a guy who was already kind of shooting poorly that game anyway. You know what I'm saying? And it makes sense. It's easier to just go and get the 2-pointer. You still win the game. But then instead, you just kick the ball out to Kyle Korver, The ball bounces out to KD, who takes the ball, dribbles it down, and nails it from way out, from about 3 feet outside the 3-point line. Because that was just a dumb shot. But you know why it was a dumb shot? Because King James, your GOAT, not mine, decided to take matters into his own hands and make it about himself. When he couldn't get it done, then he wants to give the ball to somebody else, pass the buck off. So that way when they lose, then you see that dude. Y'all understand, man? LeBron James, he ain't stupid. He's not stupid. He's calculated. He is a diabolical. I mean, this dude is an absolute man. He's selfish. He's a snake. And then then the narrative and his plan worked to perfection. Because you LeBron James fanboys, y'all still blaming Kyle Korver. But guys like me, oh no, we hold your fake king responsible. We hold him accountable. Because we know what he was about. We know what that whole thing was about. That wasn't about team loyalty. That was about, I'm going, instead of being the leader and saying this one's on me, I came up short. I should have took the layup. I didn't. But instead, he just let y'all. He's like LeBron James. He won't say nothing bad about his teammates, but it's what he don't say. That's what I don't like about that dude. That passive aggressive stuff that he does. That he don't take up for his teammates. Then y'all jump all over. LeBron's like, it don't bother me. They ain't say nothing about me. I'm just that dude, man. He's a clown, dude. Man, not showing up for his friends, D Wade and them, they ceremonies and stuff when they need to. When Kobe got stuff going on, he wasn't there. Man, he's just about himself, dude. It's just, how many times I got to tell y'all that for y'all to see what this dude. LeBron James is being exposed late in his career. You right, hype. Hype. He's a career loser. You right, refined visionary. This dude's a clown, dude. I tell y'all this over and over and over again, man. Y'all finally starting to get it. LeBron James is a clown. Plain and simple, man. It's your boy, Brandon Love Sports TV. Shout out to the LDBC Lions Den basketball community. Please like, share, and subscribe, and support this channel. I'm out.